What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to Let's Play Cyber Knight's Flashpoint. Got new content here today, fresh off the presses for me about 6 hours ago. I guess closer to, I don't know, whatever, 18 when you watch this video because of when I actually published them. Regardless, they added the conclusion to Taylor Stryzek's truck job storyline, and I made a save where it got offered to me. I made a save before I looked for that, so we're on this one here. Hopefully got it offered. Let's go ahead and play some time forward. We get a nice hype limit break on the Cyber Knight. This is actually lucky. This actually rolled better than the first time I tried. Anyway, yeah, gonna go gain some stats so I can gain, what, 1 reaction and 2 accuracy and 5 damage. Or I can gain 1 reaction and 1 will, 2 crit and 2 damage. 2 crit, 2 damage is kind of 4. I mean, this is 2 accuracy and 5 damage is kind of 7. Yeah, we'll go Corp Peacekeeper, but Trigger by Wire is going to be next. Nice that I can stack a bunch of reaction here. That's kind of sweet. Did not get the mission offered from these 6 hours, but usually these, well, in the other save, this one got me what I was looking for. So we've got a infiltrate and download job available here. We'll run that at some point. That's fine. But what I'm hoping to see here is this. I'm running out of time. Need to get boosted out of my lab and quickly. So that's going to be truck job part 2. Before we accept that, I'm going to go ahead and finish these detox assignments. Okay, I guess I'll get this upgrade here as well. Combat drugs are already capped out, so we'll take this one instead. I'm going to let them finish their detox assignment. Cool. Then I have more people available, and we're going to be good to go. So just in case I'm really stupid for some reason, I'm just going to make a save here and be like, look, we did it. This is what I wanted to see. We overwrite the save slot. I'm running out of time. Need to get boosted out of my lab and quickly. Maddie decided it was time to get rid of you. No, but it's going to be soon. Everything is settled. Science is going well. I won't be needed. It's my plan. The servers you infected, back of the truck, were delivered, and they have done their work. It's primed for destruction, and the night comes for me to be gone. Okay, so we need final arrangements, the time and the place of the boost. We've got some ideas about that. Once they realize that you are trying to boost me, they'll be weapons hot and trying to kill me. Which means safest place for me is the lab. If you infiltrate the lab, it could be to steal anything. It'll give us momentary cover. It won't last, but it's better than trying to get me out of the corporate tower. What kind of research is going on in the lab? You asked before, but I had not yet seen you work. Now that we pulled a heist together, I can share my elevator pitch. A retrovirus RNA injection to hijack protein synthesis. They've been patched to express exotic proteins that reprogram neurons, become super cells, call them Echelon cells. Stronger, faster, smarter. They are everything better. They're on a new and advanced cellular structure to create entirely new types of mitochondria. Faster than wire signaling, extreme resilience, and regenerative powers. That's fun. Wow. So there are side effects. Fair enough. We've barely started human trials. They just see super soldier, nothing else. And Rook is better. They promised me double the lab and funding if we can create Echelon cells to replace the nervous system. With enough funding, we can upgrade other cells too. The Echelon human. Wow, damn. Okay, that's an interesting transhuman sort of bit of writing. Okay, cool. Okay, you're torching the lab, walking out solo. What can Rook like offer you? I can offer them the Stellar Mind, once in a generation. Yep. What they promised me is enough. I've got to be careful about Matsumoto. Fair enough. Hope they're telling the truth. How can you be sure they won't just kill you? Well, that's why we're going into the lab. Buy you some time. But yes, once she realizes I'm trying to escape, they will try to kill me. Alright, we'll go quickly when possible. I have other contingency plans if needed. Fair enough. We get to finally boost you on your own dime. Let's do it. Alright, glad you've agreed to my plan. You always say that, but we're making the plan. We're making the plan. You're Taylor. Yeah, you're the mastermind, but look, I still have some ideas. Okay, give me some intel. There's an alternate path. I can let you in on a forgotten way to access the corporate tower's sub-level pumping systems. If you hack one of the pump control stations, we can flush the big pipes the night of the heist. You can get in that way. So we can do an infiltrate and spike, which would open up an alternate entry to the target tower. Okay, sure. Tell us about the pumping station. They have vulnerabilities that we can exploit. A more sneaky way in might make the rest go smoothly. Yeah, could make all the difference. Okay. In order to pull off the secret virus injection, you need to keep sec level below 5. Up through the extraction, so we can do the spike and dump, possibly. Cool. Okay, so, yeah, requires you to keep the sec level low. for the mission to work appropriately. That makes sense. Right, so here are our options, right? We can do the Echelon Boost, which is the baseline, or we can do the Spike and Dump, which will give me something else. If it reaches level 6, of course, we fail right away. Completing relatively good would be nice. We get pumping station leverage for stage 1, which might be nice. Of course, we're looking at Echelon Boost itself, and we look at the mission planning. What do we see here? Well, the corporate annex. This is, so yeah, usually this preview is actually about the very last map, not the very first one. So I actually couldn't tell you by the outline here, by the wireframe, which map this is. I think this one is Sector 1 Interchange. I'm not sure, actually. I'll leave that unread. This looks to very clearly be One Ladder Sewer. We've done this one plenty of times. This was the alternate route for Carnivore as well. So, yeah, if we're doing Echelon Boost, looks like it's just infiltrate the lower levels and gain access to a lift. This might mean hacking might be useful, or we need a key or something. Not really sure. If we go for the flush tunnels, it will bring our sec level back to level 1, and we probably won't need as much stuff. Ultimately, to get maximum content, we are going to start with Spike and Dump. And because there is up to 4 missions available, which is obviously quite a lot, I'm going to break this up into at least 2 parts, maybe more, depending how fast they all go. But yeah, so no reason to really dally here. I can get my heat a little bit lower and maybe wait till I get my heat down below 25. That'll make things a little bit nicer, right? Start 1 level lower on heat. As it stands, right, people are in detox, so I think immediately do here. So I'm going to basically plan who's going on the mission, acknowledging that things might swap out partway through. I will buy the Snoop for this because that just seems worth it. It just makes the job so much easier. So for the loading docks, who's going to go? It may well be... Alright, I need my hacker for sure, right? It's not mandatory, but it seems... Wait, no, this is mandatory hacking, right? Yeah, it's loading mandatory hacking. And ideally a bit stealth-based. Okay, yeah, this is one of those, like, big, wide open maps. There's also 2 hosts in this map normally, which can be kind of tough. So, obviously the knight goes. Obviously a hacker goes. War Machine is my best combatant. And then I want, like, 1 stealth character, basically. Or, like controller character, right? So, like, basically the Vanguard or the Scourge. And I could wait and get the EX, but I'm thinking Vanguard or Scourge. And I'm thinking Scourge here, actually. I think that's going to make the most sense to me. I will sort by gear. I will get rid of your stuff. I'm just going to unclick them all. And I think these are fine. Actually, I'm going to unclick you. Give this to... Oh, you already got one of those. Okay, I need to buy a smoke screen then. Let me buy a couple of smoke grenades. 3 for now is fine. You can go equip one of your smoke grenades. Great, you're happy. And then, yeah, for my Scourge here, or my Wire Ghost rather, we'll give you the railgun. We'll give you the other sword, which this one seems fine. And then, yeah, I don't ever really want to use this without getting some kind of way to get through this move speed modifier. So, actually, I'm going to take this off for a bit and give somebody else this. Who, yeah, you're going to switch to here. That way he can have the bonus initiative for hacking, which tends to be valuable. And just to make sure you can go... Actually, I'll still give you a smoke, but I'll give you some hacking drugs alongside it. Turco juice seems... It's this or blue juice? We'll go blue juice, actually. All right, so here's the team. I don't believe there's anything else for me to pick up here. I'm reasonably happy with the gear I've got equipped. 7 accuracy. This one is 8. I guess technically I should switch this out and give her the slightly better piece of gear. It's obviously very, very minor, but it technically does matter. And then, yeah, I'm thinking this is a pretty reasonable squad. So we've got to go and make sure our SimStream trainer and whatnot are as happy as they need to be. Put everyone else into the detox as they're busy. You're at 20%. Let's sort by stress and make sure we're picking the right people. You guys are already busy going on stuff, but yeah, we can send you and... Sure, yeah, we'll send the Doodle at 30 on the detox. If we have to take you out to get hacking done, we can. Yeah, we're low on money. We have nothing else to really do. It is power level 10. We're against Matsumoto. This is going to be fairly tough. Matsumoto are one of the 2 difficult factions. They're at PL 10. This is going to be really totally a whole thing. But again, we have to be careful about security level, right? That's going to be important, so we can't go fully loud, not reliably. Skipjack should hopefully do well enough. One more quick check, which is, do I want to use hacking station leverage for anything here? I don't really care about injecting accounts, honestly. I would rather, if I could inject files to do that. I already have a matrix or a matrix reveal, so I don't need to do anything with this. So yeah, grabbing the 50 IO, I feel like let's grab the IO and AP. That seems... I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it here. I think it's going to be good enough. The red hose is going to be a little bit dangerous, but it is what it is. Here's our team. Hopefully we do well. First time experiencing it. Let's hope we do good. Let's hope we do good. But I'm pretty worried about fighting Matsumoto. We're on the ground. The old power facility grid controller is still online. Taylor was right. So that's the host we need. Give me some safe minutes to the terminal, and I can spike it with the virus. Once we're in, we'll be able to get control of the pumping schedule for the Echelon Boost. Keep things quiet. Must reach the CPU and spike it. If sec level reaches 6, we will fail. Oh, I forgot to play time forward and get down to sec level 0. That's a mistake on my part. We should be okay. It is also 3 tally per turn, which is kind of rough. So yeah, this host doesn't matter. If I can get a bunch of extra, like, loot boxes, that would be great, but it's certainly not the primary goal here. Let's see. This only touches these 2 things, which isn't that valuable. And then that touches a lot of stuff. This camera, I think it turns, so I'm actually pretty willing to throw Skipjack at it. Also, just checking one thing real quick, which is this gun is allowed at 33 meters, which is going to generally be pretty chill. I'm thinking I kind of want to get Steamroll as soon as possible in most cases, so I want to get you low and then get more done. I'm going to yield to Librarian. I want to get you in range. Let's see. Yeah, this connects to this camera, which is worth it. I think dropping this camera is good. If I put you here, I'm clearly in range. I think I just want to start by doing this. I'm not going so close that other guards mess with me. I think it's fine to be up here. Okay, there's another light guard, so not a big deal yet. I think it's Siphon into Skipjack. I don't quite need as many AP, but I need to be in range anyway, so it just is what it is. Siphon Skipjack is going to be reasonably valuable. I will hopefully get value out of all the teleports. This is actually not bad. I pretty clearly am going to unlink this stuff. The active ice is tough. I do want to knock all this stuff down, but I also want to go for teleports if I can. There's also a world. So let's see, right? I have 7 actions left. What I could do is Spectral Dagger, Teleport. It might be enough to one-shot the CPU. It is not guaranteed, but I will have a total of 10 tokens, so I'll do 120 damage. And because of the snoop, I know 100% what's going on here. Which I'm tempted to do to make this as cheaty as possible, which is really a Wire Ghost only thing, but isn't that cool. And so I'm trying to think, do I have a better play than this? So if I did it, right? So if I... because I have to load scan, by the way. So I have to... 1 click is load scan. 3 clicks for double dagger. 5 clicks for double slide. And then I think spiking that is a 6th click. At that point, I will still be able to, like, click pin drop and go somewhere else random and get some value out of that. Also, at some point in time, I can always reconnect and then go for the sleaze angle. I am really tempted to just, like, do the thing and be like, yeah, I could have grabbed loot. And honestly, grabbing loot is good, but I don't care as much about grabbing all this stuff. So I think I am going to make that play. So I'm going to load scan because I have to. I'm going to grab daggers twice. I don't want to, yeah. And then because I go in a straight line, we Phantom Slide once, we Phantom Slide twice. I've got 10 tokens, which should be really solid damage. I've got enough clicks for now, I think. I'm going here with Phantom Slide. Okay, whatever ice was there is dead. I've still got 3 clicks left. This is one of them. Phantom Slide to you. All destroyed. Actually, because I have Q Protocol, I'll have enough here. I can scan. I can spike. That is the mission complete on turn 1. They never learn to close all their attack vectors. You wonder why we hack them. What are the exits? Don't stay too long. They will try to box you in. Sure. Got a bit extra health back thanks to everything that I grabbed. I can hit Trap Keeper. Or sorry, I always do this. I need to move Pin Drop over, I forget. But Pin Drop repairs better connection, so I actually have time to, like, click one more button if I needed to. Pin Drop, and I get there, which all it does is kill some passive ice. But it does allow me to knock one more thing down. As your exit is over here and over here, so we're still going to cross the map no matter what. So we can knock down... I don't care about this host at all. And I'm going to be running past Wait, is it not? No, yeah. This one I can ignore. I can get past it. I'm not going to bother with these boxes. I'm going to go along this side. This camera never turns all the way down here. So I'm thinking the best camera kill is this one. So basically just the first camera in line. Or rather, right, this guy. Yep. Okay, we hack this device. It's down. And then if we had got... Oh, we still have 19 connection health left. Oh, because now Q protocol popped. Okay. So do I care about anything else here then? Maybe it is this long-range camera because we'll be moving around a little bit. That seems reasonable enough. Let's hack this one down as well then. And then now that that has popped, we're out of actions. Again, if I had pin drop with more connection repair, we could do stuff. But what I can also do longer term is I can come back with like rewind on it and then pin drop to like ideally one of these download nodes and then get a few downloads while we're on the way across. So you can save the disconnect. Very good turn. You actually still banked 1 AP, which is great. I am happy about that one. You should be pretty chill in terms of getting out from this. I'm not too worried. I'm going to hug this. Nah, it's fine. Go like this. It's fine. Yeah, I know what you're doing. You're at 27, but you don't see me, so it's not a big deal. How confident am I that my teammates can clean up? I think I'm quite confident. So I'm going to say we just send it. I mean, I could use look ahead, but I'd rather use it on other guards who matter. I'm going to spend down to here so that I can use a 1 AP SMG shot afterwards. Yep, so you are not within 33 meters, so there's no one else going to hear this. I have a pretty good chance of critting you on the first shot. Nope, I didn't get it. That kind of sucks. We're both spotted. My recoil is pretty real. But, you know, we have a decent shot at killing you. Around 60%. Okay, sucks to suck, but it's not the end of the world. Anarchist is just going to do some basic claw attacks at this point. This camera is not going to get broken. It's fine, though. You'll have plenty of claw attacks. You're going to be okay. Yeah, I don't see anything else to do here. I'm going to skip these boxes. Should take probably 2 hits to kill. First one was a glance. Second one kills if I don't glance. Got what I wanted. That's good. And then, yeah, so we have High Kick here, who's got non-lethal concussion grenades, but also a shotgun. And we've got this High Kick over here, who's, yeah, the exact same kind of person. Another light guard over there, whom we can mostly ignore. I'm hoping anyway. I think you running as far forward as you can is probably pretty good. Let's see what Vidon can do. I do not want to trigger that camera. That would be bad for me, I think. So whoever can do the best job will do this. Looks like, okay, yeah, you're just going to walk forward in kind of a straight line. We can let you move around. It's probably not a big deal. I think you can stand there and it's okay. And that means Anarchist can indeed grab this loot box and move up for the team. Okay, we've got a Silk here, so we've got a Railgunner. Decent stun break. Railgun. Power level 10 means plenty of damage in your gun, I'm pretty sure. Decent enough weapon blueprint. Just going to get sold, though. And then you're just going to stand there and it's okay. Alright, good enough so far. Just got to get across. Looking for quantum interference, not finding any yet, of course. Let's see what everyone does, and we'll react. You are heading my way. You actually might find the corpse. We'll see. Nope, you're going that way. We're good. You go pretty far, but you're not going to reach me. And then the rest of these guys, yeah, way less threatening. Should still wait, let everyone else have their turns. Be reactive here. It's pretty wise in almost all contexts. You're standing around. You don't quite see me, though I can sneak past you. You are on the way up. You actually may find this corpse, depending on your patrol route, but you're going to the right as well. So you're just kind of following that guy. I am happy with you guys being over there and being useless. I'm happy with you being useless. Librarian can simply run in a straight line. Not much else to look forward to for you. If you turn around, I could be sad. But I can find ways to mess with initiative, and it'll probably be okay. We hug the wall, so we're far from Tox Cloud, and I think we'll be fine. Okay, more people found. Here's some barrages. So more shotgunners here. That's going to require probably some real fighting. So that's going to be a little bit tougher for me, but it should be okay. The question I have for myself is, do I want to throw a Venom Trap down? Because I can Tox Cloud these 3 really easily from here, which I think is pretty appropriate. I want to make sure it goes far enough. You're standing around, but you 2 are actually moving, and so slowing you down and doing stuff is good. But the question is, do I want a Venom Trap? And if I do, I will have to rely on like a pre-compute to make sure I'm not getting completely trolled here. I think Morass would also not work great. I think we're going to start by being here no matter what. because I got to get in range regardless. I'm going to throw Tox Cloud. I'm going to aim it a little bit to the right so I have a chance at catching you. Actually, no. I got to make sure I'm not catching my own team. Somewhere like this should be fine. So you're debuffed. I'm going to yield so I know what Remake can look at. Because I want her to throw down Look Ahead. If I can know what these two are doing, I think you're a little bit less scary. You two are the big ones. Because we can hide from you by being behind this wall. That corpse doesn't really matter. We're getting out relatively quickly. I will aim Look Ahead this way in case we do get caught into combat. We might catch some bad guys. Cool. These guys are useless. That's good news. That means we can be pretty chill here and not worry about much. Again, this camera's down for a long time. This camera's down for a long time. You're walking away from me. I could Venom Trap you. In fact, the fact that you're turning back around on 17 is a little bit scary. I'm going to have Remake go at the very end. Let's see. You're walking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Venom Trap, well, if it slows you, it will stop you from seeing anything. So I think I will go for that. I think this is reasonable. And this should keep you from actually getting to reach your target. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, it still shows 5 pips, but this should still count as you being meaningfully slowed. Because we have, I mean, 15 here, 30 here, and 25 here. If you can get this far, there's clearly a bug in movement speed. Because you're at minus, what is this? I guess you have plus 20 from this, don't get me wrong, but this is what, minus 70? This is minus 70. Yeah, you're still at minus 50%. Like, there's no way you should get here if you have half move speed. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. I am hopeful that it's going to be fine. You got to be a little bit careful and not get spotted. Again, you're not going to see me. Your vision range is pretty far, right? Actually, it's only 18 meters. Okay, that's not bad then. Then if you're right here, none of us are in range of getting spotted here. And we already know you can't see us. And your vision range is 22 because you're one of the snipers. No, wait, high kicks? Oh, interesting. So silks don't see very far, but high kicks do. Huh, I would have expected that to be backwards. Whatever. Obviously you can't get out this way, it's not a real door. Getting this loot box is going to be impossible. These two seem pretty reasonable. Am a little concerned about what you can possibly do to me. I don't know what you guys are doing actually on your own turn. That's a little scary. But if I'm somewhere like this, I'm very unlikely to be seen, and so I think it's going to be okay. So I'm going to put you there. And unless you literally walk over here and then turn over, and even then you might not get me, I think it'll be fine. So Remake, just going to run. Mostly hug this wall. Not worried about you. Decent enough for now. Lure would make this easier for sure. Of course, I don't have that. Alright, let's see. Moment of truth for Theta at some point. You're going back the way you came. You're coming towards us, which is a little bit scary. Okay, you are on the way, but I still think we're vision blocked. Yes, but you are very close. Wow, you just about saw us. You're walking away, which is good news for me. You're walking away, which is good news for me. You are still going up that way. You are not going to find the corpse yet. But that guy's going to have to be killed somehow. Morass may help, but it's going to be awkward as well. Your guarding is known. Librarian should simply wait. I have no reason to rush this. Do I care about initiative orders here? Because we have to kill this guy somehow. And he's got real armor and whatnot. His initiative is incredibly high as well. We're going to lead with Anarchist Shredding, and ideally she finishes the kill with Claws. Librarian could only attack once if we make room for him. We can make room for him, though. We'll have to probably do another look ahead on these guys to get more information. That's probably fine. We can do that. Whoops. Yeah, so Librarian will at least yield. I think he yields and then goes right after Anarchist. I think his one strike is good enough. So, yeah, Anarchist gets to go next. I want to only spend 1 AP if I can help it. If I put you here, this should make enough room for Librarian that he can play. Again, we know where you're going. And you shouldn't be able to see either, because where I'm standing is 24 meters away. So, yeah, no major concerns. You're angry. I understand that. Aggressive Power Slice gets rid of your armor. That's a good start. We go for a really solid melee hit now. And then, because it's here, We get our guaranteed little bit of stuff with the eye lasers, and at this point, you're definitely dying to claws. We glance in the first hit, but second hit kills. Alright, good. So again, you are far enough away to not be seen. Let's go ahead and take our weight. Can you make it on this turn? No. Okay. So so there's a minor bug, which is okay, so this is like look ahead style previews do not do not update with movement speed. So in this case, Theta was heavily debuffed to a total of minus 50% move speed. Despite that, the dots on her patrol route never moved. But she did indeed stop short. I think move speed buffs would feel much more visceral if we could easily tell how much impact we were having on patrols. I suspect this also means it's lying when guards have bonus move speed from various sources. Hopefully that actually made sense. I don't know if it actually did, but like that felt like, 5 AP of half move speed roughly. Right? If I'm going about this far, that's roughly, half move speed, 5 AP. That's about how far this guard went, right? So, anyway, obviously that stuff's all done. No, you do not want to walk over that way into this line of sight, so we've got to go piecemeal here. In fact, maybe I can get bonus AP with snapping. Yeah, a little bit. I guess I should wait until you turn around and stuff, just so I know what's going on and what else you can see. Actually makes my job a lot easier. That's kind of good news. Right. So we want to get around you guys. And don't have another Toxic Cloud. Do have a Venom Trap. Hugging there is pretty safe. Honestly, if my entire team can get to that spot, I am not feeling any danger at all. You're still going to do nothing on your own turn. You're going to go way over there. That doesn't concern me either. I think the whole team can get up to here and it's okay. I am tempted to precast marker sites. In fact, I'll have him go last just so that he can do that. I think you're relatively safe being that you have Pain Editor. That if something goes bad, you're not going to get one shot. So you're going to stop. You're going to yield. We're going to send Remake up partway. The goal being to drop Look Ahead, and then if someone's patrol route is really bad for me, mess with their initiative. So Look Ahead, you two. Is it bad for me? No and no. Great. That means I can just simply run forward. You literally can't see me from there. You definitely can't see me from there either, so I'll just run you toward this box. I think you're gonna fight kind of relative to that box. That seems fine. Get a few pixels. Seems good. That means the team can rush forward. And I might grieve for that box. If I'm feeling safe, I'll do it. There's an exit right there anyway, so it's not like it's gonna be that bad. Get a few pixels. Actually, there's no way that's... Yeah, there's no way that's faster than doing this. So let's put you here. And you should go farther. A little bit, not a ton, but farther's farther. And I am, 28 meters away from you. Really not worried. Vidon, going to be in a pretty similar spot. I don't need to rush a Venom Trap here. I'd be too far away. It just looks a little bit too risky for me. There is a world where I actually try to greed this thing out. I think it's not really worth it. Well, okay. I'm trying to convince myself to be greedy here. And the way to do that is like... Tox Cloud is going to go off this... there's a good chance Tox Cloud still blocks this box. I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to stand here. And if this does feel safe, I'll consider it. But for now, it's fine. Whole team goes there. It's funny how differently I'm approaching the mission when it's like, no, it hard fails if you get a bunch of security tally. Do not, under any circumstances, go too loud and screw things up. We are going to have our body timer timeout, I think, on this turn. Maybe one more. Yeah, it looks like it's next turn. Fair enough. This exit is right there. This is, like, incredibly easy to get to. You guys are coming closer, but we're okay for now. You're suspicious because you're poisoned. Doesn't really change anyone's AI, though. You're going to come back around. You're doing the same thing, so if we completely hide from you, like, we can get this loot box without getting heard. Like, I can... Like, snapping doesn't make noise, for example. I can throw some poisons. I do, like... It doesn't cost me much to loot, to, like, greed some of these boxes. So I'm really trying to think what I can do to make this happen. One way to do this, actually, is to disorient him. That way he won't see us kill this person. And we can get some pretty good SMG damage that way. And it's a basic grunt, which means this kill is not going to be hard to get. I think I'm likely to go for double disorient here. So I can snap to this no problem. That's mine. That seems pretty good, actually. You're chilling. You found the corpse. Okay, so there's some tally added. We're still very far from sec level 6. And some random guard will be sent that way, which is not a big concern to me. Let's see, who else still has to go? You should... Yeah, you're standing around still, and there's no way you actually run all the way over to catch me. Actually, no, you're standing still. I already know your patrol route. So you would probably be inefficient at killing this guy. You might be terrible at it. But I'm relying on getting lucky with a shred. I'm pretty tempted to actually go for that. Especially if we get Steamroll to pop here. But Vadon can't help that much after that. Okay, well she can... So, all I know is that she can pretty cleanly get into range for 2 full strikes. And then 2 claw heads, which is okay. But I might have to do initiative stuff to make sure it's safe. So that's a risk that I'm not sure I want to take, especially with their initiative being so good. So table that one for a sec. You're useless as known. Librarian can attack, but very loudly. You can't help really in any way. You have no damage here. That seems a little bit low value then. You're standing around as expected. Alright, Vadon's double disorient makes a lot of sense to me. If you can't see this kill is now free. I think disorienting you is just useful for making the damage happen. One downside is I have spent a meaningful amount of my action points now, and if I need to shoot with this gun, he's going to hear it, which is not ideal. If he investigates, we're not in the best spot. Looks like... Oh, cool. Disorient is actually telling me where they're going to be sent now. That's kind of nice, actually. I'm glad that's overrunning that and giving me that info. That's good. Also, by the way, you're going to be on the way, so I've got to be a little bit careful about this one, and I have to get, you know, well beyond this point. That should be doable, though. Okay. So then, I think Vadon goes last. I think Remake can lead here, and it's going to look decent. Ooh, you are not easily killable. We just rely on Anarchist to do it. Anarchist should have no problems with this. Okay, I'm going to yield. Let Anarchist lead. Get a lot of the damage here. I don't care if you use your footsteps. That's not going to matter. I'm going to put you, what, here so you can slash slide once. This is not going to be in range, right? No, it's not going to work. I mean, I could do this and, like, duck for 1 AP. That would get me stealth slash slide. That's worth it. Okay. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to spend 1 ducking, which should... Yeah, that's easily in slash slide. You will eventually find the corpse, but as long as I get her out of the way, it's not a huge deal. Actually, if we make the body fall forward, you won't even find the corpse. I want to be, yeah, as far back as I can, so that I can move back to cover or whatever. That looks solid. Slash slide hits. We get to basically save 2 AP. This strike is guaranteed, more or less. Down you go. And then I do want to ambush you. And as long as the prediction is accurate, and the game is telling me it is, the game is telling me he's going here from Disorient, then I can comfortably walk right up here. In fact, I can even stand right there, because you're not going to look to your right. You're going to walk right to there and stop. And even this corpse is, yeah, far enough away that you can't even see it. So drop your vision range by that much. Gives me a lot of space. Now I can't kill this camera yet. And cameras see 11 meters, so I've got to be a little bit careful about this one. I might stand on the exit and it's okay. It'll be far enough away to not get seen, and I can do whatever I need to do in a future turn. That seems fine. So you're going to stand there. This is grabbable, but you're in an awkward spot for me, so I'm not going to risk that. Remake, I think, needs to kill this camera, or we likely get spotted. You can do a similar thing by standing here with the team. Or running up. I think running up is also kind of acceptable, to be honest. Someone's got to grab this box and that box. So I'm going to run up here. I think it's fine. Vidon would get heard at the very end, but we can go a little bit short, and it's fine. This guy's not going to turn to see you. There's always a chance that security AI comes in, and if it sends him, we're really sad, but that is ideally really unlikely. Although I guess it's possible. Remake actually wins an initiative, as long as we pay attention, it's fine. I'm going to skip that box because it scares me. There's no one else around him in marker sites just to make the fight easier when it's finally time. And then, yep, good enough for me. Sense net for turn 5. Tox Cloud moves. Fatality reported. Sure. Escalation level 2 is it timers? It's cameras high power, not a big deal. And they're sending Phreak. They're sending him across the map. It's not a big deal. Okay, cool. So Kappa is suspicious. Phreak is on the way. We're gone. Don't worry about it. Okay, we should know what you're doing, which is going there. Librarian is safe. Everyone else is safe. Go ahead. Have fun. Vidon can grab this box. Doesn't need to grab this one. We just grab the one box and get out. Generating 1 bit of tally there should be okay. You're going where we thought. She's behind a wall. We're totally okay. We're escalating next turn no matter what. I don't know what you're investigating. Oh, this corpse timer. Right, someone spotted it. Oh, no. That person died. They died to... I had enough poison damage to kill them. I didn't even realize, actually, they had low enough health to die to that. Or, oh, I think Tox Cloud re-hit them, and that's why. Because it wasn't going to be enough otherwise. So that range sucks. I'm going to yield to Anarchist getting the initial shreds here. That would make sense to me. You're going to go at the end. You're still useless. You found a corpse. You might actually follow that one. Yep. That actually gives me a lot more space, which means maybe I will greed this out. Actually, you know what? I feel really safe to greed with how many guards got sent to the wrong side of the map. So I'm going to wait until everyone else can do their stuff to make sure we get the kill. I think it's going to be no problem, don't get me wrong, but don't need to be risky about this one. I'm going to try to send the corpse that way. It might hide from the camera for longer. It might not, but we get the chance for it. You're angry. That's okay. Would like to shred. If I don't, I'm going to have to delay. Okay, we got the shred, so I can claw. Let's just, yeah, throw in some damage. Oh, that crit is huge. That crit means we kill. Thank you for the action points. And so we can now divvy things up. Looks like Knight grabs this. War Machine goes here. Actually, I think Knight goes there faster. War Machine grabs this because she's already there. I'll double check. I get to the pink boxes. Let's find out. Knight goes farther. By a lot, actually. Okay, Knight goes for this box. War Machine goes this way. Or, Scourge goes this way. There's no other guards moving, so nothing to really be afraid of. Don't want to generate tally right now, because sending guards my way seems like a bad idea. Tox Cloud, I believe, will end on this turn. No reason to have you do anything. You can just simply end your turn there. Anarchist gets my loot box, and we only had to skip, what, 2 of them? We managed to grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not bad. Okay, we got a slightly worse rifle than we already have, but cool to get stuff. You get to hear no problem. No escalation is good news. How good is this? Another armor we can grab. That's actually nice. You can simply march forward and it's no big deal. I don't think there's a reason to talk about these guys. I could do it, but the reason to do it would be if I do get ambushed by like this camera seeing this corpse, which it's likely to do. They're going to be a little bit softened up and this fight's a little bit easier, and it's only going to cost me 1 AP. I would rather wait until I know I'm going to need it, and I can probably still get it at a good timeline. So I'm just going to run forward here, and it's going to be okay. No security events. This should despawn this turn. Yep. There's nothing special going on, right? No events means nothing happening. Camera turns on, does not see me. Anarchist can very safely get around this camera then. Again, there's no security events, so there's nothing to be worried about here. I'm just going to put you there, and we're fine. We're hitting sec level 3, so I got to be careful. Tally will add up as corpse timers run out, so I don't have infinite time for this, but I have enough for the boxes. Remake will once again duck to get her way to there. We dodge this, no problem. Should only cost me 1 AP to get in range. Seems good enough to me. I will wait just to see what happens with everybody else. Because, of course, they are hunting, so they could move around randomly and poorly for me. You're going to spend all your AP getting there. That should be fine. Basically, if I have to pre-compute, I can do that. But you're behind some boxes. I'm not too worried. There, of course, can be an escalation. He's not going to quite make it on this turn, but we're not too far away. Okay, you guys are useless. That's good. I'm going to leave them around in case there is some kind of fight for some reason. Vidon rolled a 14, which I believe outrolls anything that reinforcements can roll. I believe they max roll a 12, although asterisk, if it's Matsumoto, maybe their suits can give them higher. I guess we'll see what happens. We had an escalation, but again, no new events. Camera sees a corpse. That's going to be new events. We're hitting sec level 4. Timer's getting a little bit shorter, but we're okay for now. I did not see if anyone got sent anywhere. Escalation was body timer, so yeah, we're going to get immediately sec level 4 here. All of these are already timing out. It's fine. Nobody was sent this turn. They were hunting uselessly. That is okay. You're getting a little closer, but it's alright for now. Yep, we're okay. Anarchist is going to wait. Vidon makes it. Okay, that's huge. That's actually really nice. We're actually done at sec level 3. That's good. We're done before turn 11 as well. That's cash. Okay, good job. The virus is worming its way into the Matsumoto pumping station systems for Taylor's research tower. Cool. So we did our optional mission. Good start. They didn't see us coming. We were in and out before they knew what hit them. Then you'll be able to flush the pipes on schedule and take the safer, quieter way into the research tower. Things are going to get dicey. I recommend you take it. But on levels up, which is good news for me. And yeah, I don't think I can use this AR. I'm sure it's worse what I've currently got. But I might get value out of the Blackout Lattice. I am generally relying on initiative more than anything else. So it's likely I care about that. Might play a bit of time to have him detox. And then push him back up. Got some XP to spend. Let's do that. Our Scourge goes 14, which is just simply +1. Could grab a Morass charge. What was I actually jumping into? I was going into Soldier, right? Grabbing some Marker Sights value. I think adding Crit Vol into this is really worthwhile. Let's do this for now. Seems fine to me. I'm okay with it. 15 on the Sniper. Just means I can bump whatever else wants to be bumped. So yeah, Quiet Kill is capped. Nest is capped. I, again, find Fleeting relatively hard to use, but if I am getting the one-shots with Skull Shot and I can keep going, this will get value on the same turn. Otherwise, at some point, I do probably want to go for Empty Lung value. Yeah, I'm not multi-class. I've already got all the things I wanted to grab here. Perimeter Eye duration seems not worth it to me. AoE could be good. Range could be good. Like, this is probably not a terrible projectile, especially at 16-meter radius. That's actually quite big. I should consider this. I'll do it when I'm doing, like, single levels. Like, I'll probably grab this at 20. Or actually, maybe I go here. And I, like, grab one of these at 20. Because 2 AP is definitely not very much. And a 2-turn cooldown can really help me get some Empty Lung value. I'm gonna go Empty Lung, because... Yeah, we'll just go this way. I'll grab this at 20. I'll bump this at 16, 17, 18. Probably grab this at 19. Or something like that. Maybe just 16, 17, 18, 19. This at 20, something like that. I don't know. I don't know for sure. Either way, I'm looking decent. I think I want him to detox, but I'm going to check some things real quick, which is now for Echelon Boost. We have our alternate route. And so if I plan this path... Let's see. So the overall mission does not require anything too special. We have a bodyguard job and then a combat required job. Okay, so yeah, it's basically infiltrate the lower levels of the research tower to gain access to a lift authorized to access the target lab. So it's going to be something kind of like the first half of 11th hour, Or we sneak through the tunnels emptied by the infected pumping station to reach the basement level of the research tower. If we take it, we get, which we're going to do, right? Because it'll be easier and cool. Actually, I'll make a save just so I can like look what the other one looks like. Second option, and then, well, second leg is going to be a move through the research lab to secure her before the Matsumoto forces take deadly action. So we're going to start getting out, doing a bodyguard job against hostile people. Hacking not required, although maybe there's something useful there. I forget what this map actually is. And then the border checkpoint is fight our way across the stretches of broken concrete to reach their sovereign territory with Taylor alive and safe. So it's double bodyguard. Looks like there's not even a host there. Ultros was not probably going to be worth hacking, although maybe it's going to be fun. I'm thinking, let's not bring our wire ghost then. If there's not a lot of reason to hack, let's not bother with that. This is a full combat mission. Oh no, I guess it is mixed stealth and combat, but I guess combat required means there's some kind of confrontation. Okay, fine. But it looks like these can all allow me to run some stealth people. So that means this squad, I don't think I have any open people. I guess I could drop you for the EX or the Vanguard. It's probably just dropping you for the Vanguard, right? So, I'm going to have you drop these. I'm going to have the Vanguard come back in. They fixed this being the appropriate background, by the way. Put in the Impact Paradox. Put in the Neo Razor. You can go ahead and... Where is it? Grab your Hyper V-Caps again, and we'll give you... Yeah, so a Blackout Lattice, which is 3 initiative and 3 evasion. I know this one is 2 initiative and 5 evasion. It's nice having more. I'm going to put the Scourge in one of them. Actually, put the War Machine in one of them. Gain some initiative. Initiative is good. That's going to be my team by gear. It's going to be... Yep, this is going to be the squad. That's who I have available. Let's see. Yeah, so it's going to be this. At some point, it's going to require combat. That's fine. I will skip the optional hacking. I think it's going to be okay. These are 5 and change days out. And yeah, at this point, yeah, I can run this at some other point in time. This will require a hacker, but it's due in 10 days. So what I'm going to do is let you detox for 6 hours. And then I'm going to put my Wire Ghost in for detoxing, which I think he needs. Yes, he does. That should look half decent. Okay, great. Final checks on Echelon Boost here. Matrix Snoop, not worth. We're not bringing anybody. Unplugged cameras seems decently worth it. Find a way to use that at some point in time. As far as this stuff, I could wait the 2.5 days for a new token. I don't care, though. I'm not going to use Hacking Station because we're not hacking anything. I'm not bringing the Wire Ghost. It is time for Echelon Boost. Okay. Yeah. This episode, we're going to run phase 1, and then I think tomorrow's episode is going to be part 2 and 3. Probably. I guess we'll see. Depends how long it goes. I'm going to try to make this episode about an hour long, or under 2, I should say. This is not going to be a 12-minute mission. I think this team looks pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with what I've got here. Quick final checks on, like, do I have new weapons I'd rather have? No. These all seem like I'm running what I'm supposed to run. And then for weapon mods, I did grab this, which is 4 optimal range in a shotgun. Holy moly. 12 accuracy, 4 optimal. Okay, that's clearly an upgrade here. Yeah, that's 2 optimal. This is going to be so much better. Holy cow. I have 19 meters in that one. That's nice. The shotgun, yeah, I'm happy with what I have here. Yes, I could have brought this up to 14, but I'm going to use the E-Rifle more on average, so that's definitely us. Gotta say, these weapon mods do a lot for making these look better. There are mods, I believe, that add 1 bullet to full auto bursts. That's full autos, I should say. And it looks like we have a slightly better one here. Plus 1 seems worth on the accuracy there. So that's me. Okay, great. Actually, I'm going to switch you out because you're going to use the AR more. So I'll give you the good one. That's going to be sold. I never want minus accuracy for the mod there. I'm just going to sell you for cash. And then silencer, not any different either. As far as you, I don't think anything else is different. Yeah, okay. This is the team. I don't think there's anything else to look for. Just double checking a few things, but yeah, we've got all the right things here. Okay. This is going to be the team for part 1 of Echelon Boost. Did I grab the wrong side? Okay, I didn't. Good. That would have been unlucky. Tunnels are nice and dry, as promised. Viral Spike did its work, opened the path. Quiet or loud, let's get there fast with enough momentum to boost Taylor out of here. No matter what we do, second level goes back up to 1, I believe. Or I misread that. So once again, we are fighting the scariness that is Matsumoto. You're going away. You're going away. I can basically bypass all of you. One thing that's going to be scary is this field sergeant. If you make direct contact on somebody who wasn't spotted, and he spots them, he will turn himself invisible and require me to use something like marker sights to wake him up. Which Vedon has, but is still scary. I am tempted to use lure to drag you closer to me so that I can get a decent fight. I think that's going to be very correct. So I'm going to delay. I'm going to have Tiger run up. Being here should be fine because... Let's see, your vision cone, I don't quite know how long it is, but... it's 18 meters. Based on the previous mission, it was 18 meters. Looks like I am cleanly in range for lure. I'm not in range of hearing my footsteps. And as long as lure is put at least 20 meters away, which basically just put it at close to max range and you're good, this captain shouldn't see me either. So let's go ahead and... Good number of boxes, actually. Got to stretch across the entire map, so I might as well get everything along the way. There is a guard there. Ooh, oh. Right, yeah, of course. You've got M-class infra. I'm going to leave you there and not fight you. I could try to drag you away, but I'm actually pretty sure it's going to be better to... Here, can I... Nope, okay. Can I anticipate you? That's okay. This should be... Yeah, this should be fine for range. If we put you guys somewhere like here, you'll be easily attacked, I think. You're going to walk over there. It should be fine. Vedon can Toxic Cloud or whatever as needed. Go ahead and have your turn, folks. We should be okay. So prediction is you won't see me. Let's hope I am right. I'm right. It wasn't very close. You're going to wait as well. I'm going to hope to get value out of Downer. It's going to be a little bit tough, though. If this guy stacks up in the exact same place, it's going to be hard to get line of sight. Which is quite possible based on where you're going. Ambushing you is not correct here. So yeah, full auto is going to be tough, but I can throw venom traps or something. Toxic Cloud will also probably be tough. So I can pull them even farther away. I'm not sure I want to, though. I mean, how close do I even want to get? I don't think I can pull them far enough away to, like, feel completely safe. But maybe I can. Right, if I send all of you to stand right there, we're fine. I can use Rewind to make sure I can cast more. I'm kind of down just to, like, make them all run the wrong way. They're not going to see me. We'll have somebody else grab this, I think. Let's see, who's got the mess move speed? 18 to 13, 15. Okay, the War Machine can do that. She already spent 2 AP doing other stuff, so I think that's going to be fine. Yeah, I don't expect to get spotted by you if we're just hanging out in this hallway. We can use Refract or whatever else as needed. I think we'll be alright. You're good there. Vedon's got to be careful to not Toxic Cloud himself or anybody else. I'm actually going to do a... Yield's not going to do much for me, actually. If you walk up through here, do I get spotted? I don't think so, because you're going to walk up to here and then go that way. That's not going to catch, I don't think. And I have these tires in the way anyway. If I go short, is Venom Trap going to work? Probably not, actually. Actually, who rolled better? You rolled better? Now you're going to walk on your own turn. I want to debuff you when your turn's over, so I get +1 turn. Okay. I should know what you're doing next turn, which is walking forward. And actually, getting kind of close. I might need to boost Tiger here. No, Tiger goes before Silk. Okay. Or Udo. Tiger can put Refract down and keep the team safe. I'm going to yield to Anarchist, see how far she can go. Should be pretty far. I'm not sure I should be willing to risk grabbing this, but if they're going to walk in a straight line, I'm not getting stopped here. I'll put you here, you get this box, no problem. I will take that risk because I don't think it's actually dangerous for me. Maybe famous last words, but I do truly think it's going to be fine. Just have to be a little bit afraid of where you're going, but yeah, this should be okay. Only spot you're coming from is like right here, and yeah, this blocks a lot. So We'll bank there with 1 AP. I think it's fine. Could hug this wall and get 1 AP, but I think this is fine. This is, like, about the same. Still gonna rely on a refract wall. Then I'll use rewind next turn. Searching for interference, no big deal. Off you go. You're gonna come up as well. That's fine. Toss Cloud will work to lower your stats. It will not do any damage debuffs. You're hidden there. And if you walk up... Yeah, I might get blocked out by the end. I might have to move my Vanguard around a little bit to make this one a little bit nicer. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, what I'm going to do is go here. And then if I refract something like this, it should work decently. So if I do this... Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll put it at 7 just to be a little bit safe. But this should block absolutely everything you can see. If this doesn't work, the game is lying to me. And in fact, if you don't stop right there, you're also lying to me about how far you're walking, because theoretically, I've slowed you look ahead more than you are buffed by nimble suits. But again, we'll see. I've unfortunately found look ahead to be a little bit untrustworthy, which is too bad. I'm going to take a step forward, though, just to make sure I am not going to get footstep noises betray me. So let's see how far you go. You can't see me thanks to refract. And yeah, you basically covered 6 AP. I'm pretty sure look ahead doesn't do anything to patrol routes. It really feels that way. Because you went like exactly 6 dots worth, and it did not look like you slowed down at all. I'm not sure, though. Or the dots are accurate. I don't really know. It really doesn't feel like they get closer or shorter or anything. We could find more ways to verify that, but you shouldn't move. Okay, we gotta kill you then. Well, you're actually kind of killable, which is nice. You're at 17, which is not super good. If I just shoot, I guess, right? Something else to do. Oh, I need to rewind. Before I do anything, I need to rewind my my Vanguard. So, Tiger, bring you up. You're going to be really annoying to deal with. I can use another lure on you guys. Which I probably will. Just like drag you guys over that way. And just never deal with you. And stop short or use refract to get around you. That's going to be acceptable. Anyway, got what I need out of that. Is it single target or full auto? So, the full auto does 1.5x the damage. But will have recoil problems. I can basically full auto then single target, and it'll be okay, but not amazing. Oh, you have such a high initiative roll, holy crap. Yeah, that's acceptable. Full auto. We get the crit, that's nice. I'm tempted to delay so I can try to get the last hit here and give the whole team steamroll, but we can't go very far this turn. Oh, okay, we got it, cool. Their initiative going down is kind of nice, although we already used downer the first time. Or did we not? Wait, did we not downer the first time? Yeah, I used both charges, which is too bad. Whatever. Well, I expect to lure you. I've already used my other stuff. I know where you guys are. Now, there is totally a world where we don't go for these. We try to go this way. It could be a bit harder, but it is doable. I'm going to Venom Trap you. So that if you threaten me, you're not as dangerous. Or just disorient, and that's going to keep you from doing anything either. Disorient should really slow you down. Toss Cloud seems a little bit weird for only one guy. So we're going to lure you away. I'm going to grab that, no problem. We're going to refract this vision cone as best we can, so that my team can get to, like, this bridge. You rolled a 17. Remake has beat that so far. I'm going to wait and see what all we can do here. So I'm gonna go. Okay, let's try to be as good as possible. Spend 1 AP to get to there. Now I could send you guys back that way with lure, which is gonna be good. Right, we're trying to get as much. Oh, can I catch all 3 of you? No, that's fine. Okay, so lure you two to as far back as I can go, which is that. Alright, off you go. Turn on vision for a little bit. And then, yeah, basically the choice is I can stop here and get a wall farther up, or I can stop here and then, like, catch up to my wall. But I would like to get the wall as far up to that spot as I can. So yeah, I'm going to put it somewhere, I'm going to stand somewhere like this. Just to be a little bit cautious, I'm going to start a little bit short of the indicator, although I have not... I tend to never get betrayed by those vision indicators, but I'm just going to be a little sheepish here. Okay. And then we get refract pretty far up, which should give me a good amount of space to stand. Okay, that's there. For funsies, I'm going to pretend I know where you're going. That seems fine. I don't feel like there's... Let's see. Can you delay again? No. But Anarchist's going to get pretty far. And if you're stopping here, if you stop there, you're going to spot Remake, but Remake has good initiative. And Vidon and Anarchist have no problem getting up to this wall. I'm going to Tox Cloud this line to the left, which should give me plenty of space to get around it. I can Venom Trap as well, which just seems kind of like free real estate. Venom Trapping you is useless, and so it is for you. So yeah, I'm going to go up to here. I'm hiding behind Refract. A couple more guards we know about, it's fine. Tox Cloud out this way. It's going in a straight line and should have no problems letting my team get out this way. In fact, we could even... Well, next turn we could do that. Venom Trap you. That's gonna hit every time. Yep. Cool. And then I have no need to disorient you because you're already getting debuffed. Can I get a really sick bounce that catches somebody else? Wow. Damn. Is that worth it? No. This is a baby guard who doesn't matter. Cool though, but definitely not needed. Okay, Vidon's good like this then. And just, he's not getting seen by this guy. They're not close enough. Anarchist cannot snap in from right over there. Okay, fine. We get... Ooh, nice. We got the strongest assault rifle in the game. That is huge. Anyway, it's in my opinion, the strongest assault rifle in the game. Depending on how you slice the stats, you know, you could consider some better than that, but Eagle Sight to me is the #1 AR. There's ones better if you can stack enough accuracy where you're hitting 100% anyway, the damage roll is higher. It's a legendary called the K-Thrasher, but for all purpose, like, I'm not always stacking accuracy buffs, Eagle Sight just, on average, wins out. Okay, good start. Tox Cloud reaches. Nice little bit of damage. Don't know what you're doing yet, but as long as Remake gets behind this wall, we're safe. Remake can spend 2 AP and then wait. That seems fine. Right, you guys are being sent over that way. Shouldn't be worried about it. This should not be a real concern. So, Refract ends this turn. Got to be careful. Should be okay. We can hopefully delay the right amount to be fine. Remake going at 14 is going to line up pretty well. Tiger should be fine back here based on where this guy's going, so we're chilling. I actually might want to... I'll consider throwing Pinger down to throw more guards away. For now, I'll wait, but I'm really going to consider it. You're walking away, but you'll turn around at some point. You turned around, which is good news for me. You're following Lure. You're walking closer, which kind of sucks for me. And that's not even really any better. I am very likely to shoot my assault rifle at you. Thankfully, people aren't all that close by. Right? If I'm right ahead of this wall, I mean, you are heavily armored. But you're taking a lot of poison damage so that we can get enough damage here. The only problem is going to be a lot of my guns are loud, but I think the E-rifle is going to work out. As long as that guy actually moves. Yeah, so right now, Vidon... Okay, if he goes to, like, right here, it's actually pretty chill, and I'm pretty sure I want to debuff you to make this even easier. I think it's go time right now. Only guards who are still moving are you who's getting closer, and you who are far enough away from anyway. So I don't see why I wouldn't bother just going here. This guy's probably going to be lightly covered, but it's fine. Yeah, I go here. I could spend one fewer, but I don't think I want to. I don't think I need to go for an extra Venom Trap or something. I think I've got enough. So I'm going to go here. No one else can see or hear me. This gun isn't even that loud, so it's fine. Yeah, noise is only 27. It's chill. Disorient you for massive crit chance. I'm going to marker sights for crit chance and accuracy as well, because you're the important kill. And then for funsies, we can Biocoat Bullet. I'm trying to think if I should just hit you with all three or not. I think actually spreading out is fine. The benefit is that Remake can do similar things here. Sadly, you're getting closer, and that's going to make Remake probably a little bit too loud. There's an alternative play where I walk up closer and morass this. In fact, if I morass, I don't catch my own team, but then I don't have any full auto. Now, in retrospect, I should have morassed instead of using Disorient, but it's too late now. I made the mistake already. This guy's going to hear gunfire anyway, so I think... Let's just hit them both. I think it's fine. I'm going to Biocoat in case I fail it somehow. We shred, we get some damage, we get some more damage. They're certainly not squishy right now. Not getting the crit kind of sucked. Let's see, Remake, you are 25 meters away. This gun is loud at 33. We are probably not getting past that. If you get out of the way, it's a little bit more playable. That's 40 meters now. That's 27, though. Also, I have... Wait, what did I use AP on? I don't even remember what I used AP on. Oh, I walked up earlier in the turn. That's right. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I wish I had used Morass instead of the other one. But I should still wait for you guys to go so that you don't hear gunfire. You will hear some gunfire, and it is what it is, but... It's okay. You're over there, that's fine. Tiger delays, Anarchist yields, Remake leads. Three will hear gunfire. You rolled really well at 23. But hearing gunfire once is not going to make things unplayable. You have to fight. Here we go. You're angry. You can't see. MKai dies. The high kick is... Well, probably dies to poison by the end. Yep, down they go. Cool. I will probably look ahead you again, just because I want to kind of know. Yeah, you're going to get relatively close, and your initial roll is pretty good. I think Tiger needs to put a new refract down to make sure we're going to be okay. Shouldn't be too bad, but it does need to happen. Anarchist can't go too far. And Tiger might be out of AP, but I'm going to have her come up close to this... I guess if you see me, I'm sad as well. But at a certain point, we have to play the game still, so... I'm going to put you here. Yeah, I'll put you as close as I can, and we'll get what we get. It's not the end of the world. You're fine. So Tiger needs to basically recast vision blocking. I guess I'm just going to put it right here. Just put it right behind the Cyber Knight again. You're going to be okay. You're not going to get seen. I can run you into range to Jam Kit. Great. I want to know where you're... Okay, I'm not quite in range. Fine. I want to know where you're going. You're standing still for the most part. Okay. Do I want to throw Pinger down over there and send guards the wrong way? This seems really valuable, actually. They will be out of the way, and I'm safe enough where I'm standing. Famous last words. But a guard going over there is out of my way every time. So, go ahead. Now, there is 2 tally from you hearing gunfire, so someone's running here, and someone's running there. Let's hope you're not the one running right here. If you do it, you can be handled. Tox Cloud will not catch you until you run into it yourself. You 2 have been sent, which is good, actually. Although, if you come this way, I'm really sad. We don't know which one's going to where. But we'll have to get by something. And we'll need a way to kill you as well, because you're very much in the way. You don't see anything, but it's still going to be awkward. Tox Cloud will catch you. That's good. I can pretty safely run up here and then come pretty close. I don't have ways of deafening you, but there's no security events, so I'm not too worried about this. A little bit of cash seems fine. I can pretty safely stand right there and ambush you next turn. That seems very reasonable to me. You're telling me the spot is safe? I'm going to believe you. Great. You're finally done being lured, but I think we're far enough away that it's okay. You found a corpse. Okay, that's some tally. So the guy being sent kind of the wrong way, to be honest. You found a corpse as well, so... Or did you? No, I think a transfer's already over or something. Eh, whatever. I want to Venom Trap and disorient this guy, ideally. Don't know which one's headed my way yet. You're getting toxed. And you're just not going to be close enough for it to matter, though you might follow the patrol route. Right. Someone's going towards the new corpse. I'm going to Venom Trap you. 75 free health loss. And then Disorient is back in 2 turns and it can't hit the drone. So I think popping it here is fine. Although if you run randomly and you go toward me, I'm a little screwed. So let's not do that. I don't want you to run randomly. You're doing nothing. That's good enough for me. Remake can make some pretty good progress here. And mostly join the team. You're not going to be great at the short-range fighting, but... Actually, we could maybe... Well, we'll see where you end up going. Anarchist is safe. Vidon is not quite safe, but it shouldn't be too bad. Hide behind the box. This guy could go pretty far in his turn, by the way. You're going early. Let's see. Is Vidon catchable? Yeah, it's possible. Let's go centering. Just in case I got it wrong. And then Tiger can run pretty far because of silence, but I'm a little bit worried about... I just can't really beat your vision cone very well. I don't have lure back up or anything. I should rewind again. Also, it's cool that Pinger has a short cooldown. Getting second charge is going to be nice on that. I'm looking forward to the value of my investment paying off in that. Yeah, I can put you here. That seems fine. We'll ambush this guy, no problem. We're mostly safe from what you're doing, although there's a chance you spot me. If you spot me, things will get bad, but let's hope it's okay. It might not be okay, though. This actually might turn very bad. If you get all the way up... Okay, +5 initiative is a huge deal, actually. Linecrawler, or not Linecrawler, Glasswalker helps quite a bit here. Protocol is what? Proximity mines, that's fine. We could beat them. Camera doesn't see me, that's good news. Yeah, proximity mines are mostly behind me, it looks like. So, yeah, we're actually completely okay. Don't know your patrol route. Anarchist actually can't really preempt anything, so we're just going to have to hope that everything goes okay. Thankfully, you're going first. So even if you do turn alert, you're not going to share status with someone who can attack this turn. So it's okay. You're going to do nothing, as you always will. You are just on your patrol, but no longer can see me. A lot of guards have already used up their turn. Okay, you're going to the... That's good, actually. The one who's scary is going... Well, actually, no, they're both going that way. It's actually kind of good for me, then. I guess you did nothing, which is fine with me. Your vision cone is going to need to be disoriented. This is going to be really hard to beat. Let's see. What I could do... Yeah, what I could do... I kind of want to rewind Tiger again anyway. If I rewind her, she should be able to sneak out and turn off this camera and not generate a bunch of tally. And then the rest of my team can clean up what they need to clean up. That should work just fine. So I'm going to rewind... Let's see. Double check that she should be rewinded now. I could let her, like, use silence first. Here, use silence. Great. If you run, will you dodge the camera? I'm unsure. I will crouch for 1 to be safe. But now I'm for sure not going to see by the camera. I'm considering using lure here, by the way. Actually, I'm gonna... Okay, I'm here. If I lure, I can drag you for sure the wrong direction, and you're going to see the wrong direction. I can save disorient for later. That seems reasonable enough to me. I don't mind that. Let's send you looking the wrong way. Cool. Alright, you're gonna yield back. Anarchist needs to wait until this camera goes down, so I'm gonna actually have you do a yield as well. Ah, that's very awkward. Actually, no, we're gonna get initiative on her. Because rewind on the same turn does work for initiative. You will walk to here. Actually, anticipation gives... No, I've already got that on. Okay, you're gonna walk to here. Actually, you guys just go pretty far. Okay. Let's start by going to there. Let's go to here. That's going to be easily in range of Jam Kit. My Cyberknight can take it over in 2 turns. That's fine. Based on the fact they're hugging... Well, that's not necessarily true. I think this is going to be faster to get here than through that. So I think they're all going to keep going that way and we're fine. You're okay as you are. It's Anarchist's turn, finally. Let's start by spending 1 AP, just going for it. I think you're the only one who really matters here, so you're going to hear me. You're going to be angry. I don't care that you're angry. First hit, we got the random shred and the active shred. Not that it mattered here. You only had 1 protection point, but you're dying to claws. I gotta say, the claw crits are pretty satisfying. They're not super common, because they don't have that much crit chance printing, but it is nice when you just deal 2.5x damage. Okay, well, you're fine with where you're going. There might be no more guards down there, which is kind of nice. He's going to cost you 1 AP, so go for it. It's about as far as you get to go, so who cares? And then we're probably pretty far from our next escalation. I can basically use Security Scramble whenever, which means I almost want to use it now, but there's actually a good chance we get past this camera before it even moves, but we'll think about it some more later. Either way, you're going to be following lure. There's nothing else going on. We're fine here. Turn over. Pretty solid. Tox Cloud, I think, has 1 more turn in it. Nope, it's over. Good enough for me. Again, no new events. It means nothing's going on. You're still following. Should be the same for everybody. We can wait. Again, you're following lure, so let's just be safe and make sure we know everything. No unknowns, please. You're on the way back. That's could be scary, but for now it's fine. You can wait. You're just patrolling around. You're on the way over to there. That's fine. We're looking pretty good. Box into exit seems decent here. I should go a little bit piecemeal in case there is a guard hiding down there. It's almost impossible. They got woken up and turned suspicious. They would have woken up nearby guards, so there's nobody over here. We are escalating soon. It's fine, though. You get to run nice and far on your turn. Easily too far from the camera to get seen, so not a problem there. Anarchist can sprint really far. I'm probably just going to stop short, since I don't want to get seen by the camera and pull a guard over, but you'll clearly be able to grab this box and move on. That seems totally fine. I just have to hope that there's no escalation that turns a bunch of guards onto me. But we're seeing... well, we're seeming like we're okay. Not sure if you'll quite make it next turn, but we're not getting jumped, that's for sure. So, looks like we've heisted successfully. You are now hunting. Good for you. You're still following. Human proved ineffective. Great. Okay, you're gonna wait until the knight can knock this down. Oh, you got pulled to... oh, right, he's the one who got pulled to Pinger. That's right. You're gonna wait. Remake can knock this down. Going to here puts me in range. I should be fine to get there. I didn't like maximize pixels. I don't think it was gonna matter. I didn't maximize pixels, but I didn't think I had enough distance anyway, so it is what it is. But there's a chance I failed to make it out because I didn't do that right. It's resetting anyway, so I don't really care, but there's a world where this would have been slightly different, and yeah, you just don't have it. I can't donate move speed over. I mean, I'll try to get pixels, but this probably won't do it. I wouldn't expect it to. That's fine, though. Cool. Now, battery charges are shared across the entire mission. So, hey, this E-rifle is now, you know, 1/6 expended. I'm going to send you out because we can. If the escalation is cameras, not that it's going to really matter because we're getting out anyway. But in case it's cameras, here's Refract. Escalation's reinforcements, no one cares. They're scary. It's a field captain and that guy. That is definitely scary. You're following orders, good for you. Alright, well, we got what we came for. And the research lab and Taylor await above. Up we go. Alrighty. As soon as we hit the research lab floor, we need to locate Taylor. So I'm going to stop right here. This will be the end of today's episode. Tomorrow, we will have the final 2 legs of the mission. So I will see you there. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.